Hello headliners, welcome back to our channel and welcome to today's video. I thought it would be fun to talk to you guys about working at music festivals in case, you guys are setting New Year's resolutions and you've always wanted to work at a festival or anything that has to do related to this. I just thought it would be helpful to let you guys know what it is like working for raves and festivals and shows. I've only been working with the Insomniac VIP team for I think 3 shows, and my first one was Hard Summer in July/August, and I had like the time of my life. It was so fun. It's like definitely it's harder than I thought it would be. It's harder than it looks. Let me just tell you, when you go to the VIP areas, you don't see all the hard work that actually goes on behind the scenes. And just like honestly, my props to the team and to people who do like every single show, because it's tiring. It's long hours, but the people that work there definitely love what they do, and that's what I love about that too. So we'll get right into it, and I kind of have my notes down here, and I did post something on my Instagram stories like 2 months ago asking people to send me their questions about working at festivals, and so I'm going to answer those as well. But we're going to get right into it, and starting off with how did I get the job? I've been wanting to work with Insomniac for the longest time now, so I was constantly looking for roles that were open and for something that I would be able to do. And I just kept looking and looking and looking, and then I saw a friend post or share their post that they're hiring for their team, and then I went and I followed them, and then I applied right away. I submitted my resume, and then I think like the day after, I got an email to set up an interview, and I went through an interview process with 2 people. I love them so much. They are so awesome, and just freaking these people are inspirations to me. So I went through the interview process, I got it. And then so obviously once you do get hired, you do fill out the documents, the whole documentation, like with any other job, and agreements and all that stuff. We filled all that out, and then I received all of my orientation and information about what to expect like 2 days before the actual show, which was something that kind of threw me off, because leading up to the show, I was like, for me, I like to have confirmation like, hey Shirley, we look forward to seeing you next week, whatever, not like 2 days before. So I was kind of like, wait, am I really gonna work or am I not? And then I got the email like 2 days before saying our meetup time and our schedules and stuff like that. That was only for my first show. After that, I knew what to expect, and I knew I was going to get all the information I needed for that show like the week of. So that was one thing. And then orientation, we did have it the day before the show, and that orientation went from like about 5 p.m. to, I would say, midnight the latest. And during this orientation, they gave us a tour of the empty festival grounds, which to me is crazy, because like the day before, if you walked in, you would be like, wait, is this gonna be ready by tomorrow? Like there was so much going on. Nothing looked like it was set up. And it just amazed me like the following day when I went back to actually work, how still like we were there before the show started, and still they were putting things up. But they managed to do it like right on time, and it's like crazy to me. Like, damn, these people like really work hard and really work long hours, all night long kind of thing. So that was orientation. We just do basic little things like set up the VIP area, put together some lanyards, and put up like the scrim, aka like those tarps that you see on the fences with the maps and the logos. That's what we put up. So like I said, it's a lot of hard work and it's tiring. So that was orientation. And then the day of, we did call time. It all depends on how much more we have left to do. So we would get there, let's say the show starts at 5. We will probably get there at 12, at noon or 1. Like I said, it depends on how much needs to get done. So the first day, so shows are usually 5 to 12. Or 5 to 2. So usually the first day we'll stay till like 3 the latest maybe, but 2:30, and kind of just like rearrange, start setting up for the next day. And then the next day we come in at the same time, like at 12 or 1 or 2, and then fix everything together for make it show ready for the second day of the event. And I've only worked 2-day festivals. The end of that second day is when we stay longer, bringing everything down, bringing down all the scrim. I'm saying tarps right now because that's probably like you guys, most people really don't know what scrim is. Like, I didn't know what the heck that was until I started working there, so I'm calling them tarps, so you guys probably know what that means. And just bringing everything down, it's so tiring. Like, we're there for 15 plus hours, and at the end of this, especially the second day of the show, it's like I just want to go home. I'm tired, but everybody's doing the same kind of work, and the faster you do it, the faster you get to go home. So that's what it is, like basically working the show. So that's kind of like what a work day entails. Now I'm gonna be more specific on actually working. So for the sets, we do get 2 1-hour breaks. And before the show, we submit our top 3 artists that we want to see. Each show day, we get 2 1-hour breaks. So then we submit our top 3, and they set us up with at least one of those top 3 for our 2 breaks. So that way you can go and see that artist during your break. We do not get backstage access, guys. Like, we don't get backstage access. We do not get free festival tickets for our friends. So please stop asking me to bring you to shows, because as much as I would love to, I can't, okay? So we don't get free festival shows, free entrance for friends, I mean. And I cannot just bring people into VIP if you only have GA. Like, if you want to get to VIP, buy your VIP pass kind of thing. You do meet so many amazing people there. Like, I've met like the people that does all the art for Insomniac, the production, the people that do like, I don't know. I've just met so many people. That's one thing. And then we're also provided meal tickets for our breaks. So we can go up to any vendor, use that meal ticket up to like $15 to $17. And, you know, we use it for a meal. So we get 2 of those, if I'm not mistaken. And then some snacks. Like, it all depends on the show, I think. And then also depending on the show is how much we get paid. I'm not sure if I can share exactly how much we get paid, but it's definitely more than minimum, but less than 20. More than minimum, less than 20. That's all I'm going to say. For beginner employees, for entry employees like me, we do not get free hotels or travel. Like, we have to cover that all ourselves. That is why I drive myself every single day back and forth for like an hour, because I honestly do not think it's worth getting a hotel and paying for it to go to work. Like, I don't want to pay to go to work, so I'd rather just pay like $9, charge my car, go and come back. After the first show, I did start carpooling with some people that are returning to work the show. So that's one thing. Like, you do make good friends, and you meet off, like I said, you meet great people. That's like the biggest highlight of working this festival show. So as a VIP team member, there are various roles that we switch off by every hour or 2. So you get like VIP concierge. That's where you get all your free lanyards and all the goodies. We're the ones like restocking. Then we also do like arts and crafts, or the candy station. Like, you make sure that everything is all filled up. Then we do photo ops in the VIP area, which if you've gone into VIP, you know, there's always a staff member there working, helping you take your pictures at the photo ops. There's also greeter. We're at the very entrance of the festival where they're checking IDs. So you might see sometimes persons standing there saying hello, answering any questions. Or there's also VIP upgrade, where the little booths where you can upgrade your ticket to VIP. And there might be like other roles that I'm missing, but that's honestly just like the main ones. And we do switch off like every hour or 2. So company culture, amazing. They take good care of us. Like I said, long hours, but they make sure you're always well rested. Like, if you're not feeling good, you just tell them, and they'll be like, okay, go get some rest. So they're always making sure that we're okay. They're always making sure that we're hydrated, especially during the hot festivals like Hard Summer and like Beyond Wonderland. This year was, I forgot what month it was, August, I think, and it's usually in March. And that Beyond Wonderland was one of the hottest festivals that I have worked. It was terrible. I was drenching before we even opened doors to the festival. But they always make sure like we're having water, we're okay, we're rotated, we have shade and all that stuff. So access to Pasquale. How much access do I have to Pasquale? Not very much, but I have seen him a few times because when he does go to these festivals, he usually has a skydeck table. So I feel like the skydeck team has more, like, is able to interact with him more. But I have, like, walked by him a few times. It's actually really cool when you're working and you're like, you hear people in the back talking about him, like, oh, make sure that this is ready for Pasquale, or like just making sure that everything is well set for him, which is like, I just think it's dope because I love him so much. And yeah, like I said, I don't have much access/interaction with him yet, because I know I will. Do I get FOMO when I work these festivals? To be honest with you, not really. Like, not at all. There are times where, like, Marvin does go to the festival and I do work, and I go like during my breaks to see him, and I'm like, oh, like, I wish I was here with you. But then I'm like, I see you every day at home, plus we go to other shows together. So, it's like kind of whatever. It's kind of nice to go out and see him and my friends who are actually attending and just be there with them for like an hour. But I do not get I do not get FOMO whatsoever. Maybe it's because I feel like I've seen everybody that I've wanted to. And I just been to so many shows, I think, that I'm just like, whatever's about it now. I'd rather be getting paid to attend than to spend and attend. Like, I don't have to work every single festival. So if there's one that I really, really want to attend, they reach out to you to ask if you are available to work a specific festival. And so how it works is, I think they ask the people that have already worked first, and then after that, they see how many more people they might need, and that's when they go out and hire people. So I highly suggest following them on Instagram if you are interested in working for the VIP team. And to be honest with you guys, I feel like the VIP team is such a good way to get your foot in the door, especially like if you really want to work for the like Insomniac or festival companies. I just feel like it's such a good start. So I feel like I covered everything here on my notes. Now I'm gonna go down to my questions. So what's the craziest thing you've witnessed at a rave? So the craziest thing that I have witnessed is just actually experiencing medical calls. Because when I attend festivals, I hear about it a lot, but I really don't see them. So just, calling for medical is kind of like the craziest thing. Another thing is, like, obviously we're sober while we're working, so seeing everybody under the influence is like kind of strange to me. What was the rudest interaction? I don't think I've had a rude interaction yet, but one thing that kind of does bug me is when people don't say please or thank you. It's just like a personal thing, because people are like, can I get a lanyard? Like, I feel like that's rude. So that would be like my rudest interaction, not saying please or thank you. Have you met any DJs working in VIP? No, I have not yet. Is it worth working instead of attending? I believe so. I've attended so many shows, and I could still attend any shows that I really, really want to go to. But still being there and getting, working, getting paid kind of thing. Yes, I'd rather be working it. Somebody said, can I get a lanyard? How do I start working for festivals? Follow their social media pages and be on the lookout for when you see that they are hiring. That's honestly how you start working at festivals. Or if you know people, you might want to ask them like, hey, do you guys need anybody? Do you check in to make sure you're sober? No, we don't check in to make sure we're sober. But if they catch you doing that, they literally rip off your work wristband and you're not invited to work for them again. And I don't think any sip of alcohol, anything, is worth losing my dream job. So I 100% stay sober. There have been times where people offer me drinks, like when I run into friends and I'm like, I can't. And they're like, come on, one sip. And I'm like, I can't. What do you love about working festivals? Well, first of all, I have worked with a freaking amazing team. Like, the people that I have met so far, they have really cool jobs and backgrounds, and it just amazes me, like, wow, people actually do that stuff for a living, and it's just really cool to me. And seeing that they all love the industry as much as I do is even cooler. So that's what I love about working festivals, is with the people that I work with. Do they pay for your hotel? No, they do not. I know that for EDC Vegas and Beyond that, the Gorge, they did provide lodging, but I don't know how that worked because I didn't work those. But for like San Bernardino, Nas event shows, we have to pay for our own. Do they trip if you start dancing, or do they expect you to be a standing stick? They definitely do not trip if I start dancing. Like, I could be in the concierge and I'll be dancing, and then, or I'll be greeting and I'll be dancing, like, because there's music in the background, like you could still hear the music. So they do not trip. If anything, they like that more. Obviously, as long as you're still doing your job, you don't want to be in the crowd all day, every day. That was the last question. So my battery is about to die, so I'm gonna close off this video very, very quick. Thank you so much for watching, Headliners. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please, please, please do not drink and drive. Stay safe wherever you go. Happy New Year. I hope this is your best year yet. And I will see you next time. Bye.